Right at a yard. At the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Hey, I'm coming. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Go.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
30. Watch the screen. Hey. Go 58's the mic. You ain't doing nothing.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
You're not ready.
After the sack on 1st down, Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
That's a nice job there. Keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
58's the mic. Play. Check the backer. 25, check 20. Hey. Rush in.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one. Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
It's 2nd.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
36. Let's go, D.
From the 41, Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pitt. And this is taken in at the 5. Rivers touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
Michael Pittman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Titans 0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throwaway.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Russell run.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now Edwards-Helaire. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Colts.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Let's go,
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rivers pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And get that one to Taylor complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And the Colts pick it up. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Colts 14. Titans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. If they're smart, they're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grover Stewart coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. From the red zone now, Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
390.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. 18th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it's 21-3.
Kick is good. Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 3. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 35.
Nothing here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tennessee Titan.
To throw is Tannehill. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. That's going to be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll buy some time right, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. First and 10, Taylor now. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
T.J. Watt there.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Julian Blackman bringing him down. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with third and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
I got you. Play. Go.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception picked by the rookie Julian Blackman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
The 46-yard line.
Rivers to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Brings up 4th down.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, Rivers. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That sack by the DN, Tykir after the sack here, 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Tannehill. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise
the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Danico Autry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Play action, it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that.
We shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Back now in Nashville. The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On the return, Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And the drive starts with a completion left side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 26-yard line.
Right.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll roll him out right. Over the middle to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4 yards. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To the air again, Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hip. Where you at? Yes, Mike. 65.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
At the 37-yard line.
Tannehill on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
58 right there. Here we go, G. Hey. You don't care. 58 for Mike, 58.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Quick. Hey. Block. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Oh, Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand, late in the ball game, so the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Complete to Zach Pascal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one burning there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Rivers here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Jack Doyle. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get in.
Touchdown.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Tennessee Titans.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those
He's got a man complete. Past the 20.
Showtime today, baby.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Robert Foster, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10. At their
The
own
Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And